Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. What a beautiful, beautiful Yapad day this is. We are just in the garden. Peace, peace. Shalom, shalom, family. We are in my garden. I've been doing a lot of work in my garden, and I've been working in this garden for a minute, and it's been a lot of trial and error. But I want to give all praises to HaWah, our farmer and our shaper, our father and our mother above, because what I have been able to put together so far has truly been amazing. So I just wanted y'all to see me so y'all can know it's me. I'm here. We are in my backyard, in my garden. We're going to take a look around. I got to do some work. I was going to take y'all on this journey with me. So I think I'm going to do that, and I think it'll be really great for there to be an exchange on what I am doing, on things that I need to do, on advice that I can give y'all, on advice that y'all can give me on what I can do, because I don't want to use any pesticides, any chemicals in my garden, because my family, one, is going to eat what I grow. Number two, I'm also growing herbs for products that I'm making for myself, my family, and for our nation. So what I'm growing has to be a pure quality, and also what I buy to use on my products, that I will be making. The name of my herbal business is called Ancient Herbal Love Song, because it's time for us to get back connected to the herbs, to intake, to replenish our body, for our bodies to become a better rejuvenation machine that it was built for and built to do. And the things we have been feeding our body on a cellular level is killing us. So it's time for us to get back on track, get back in order. So it all starts with the herbs and what we intake. So your herbs, your food is your medicine. Your wealth is your health. Okay, so enough of me speaking. We're going to do a run through, and then we're going to have videos back to back of in the garden, and y'all just coming through this journey with me, because it is a journey, and y'all gonna come through it with me. It's a beautiful day, so let's get going. Okay, we're gonna start over here, because this is where we at. Those are just some summer flowers that we have. We have a bird feeder. We get a lot of cardinals and everything back here. Right here, I should have filmed this. I just got her in the ground a couple of days ago on the other video that I put on there. Y'all seen the hole, y'all seen her on the other side of the yard. So yeah, she is finally in the ground. And this is our pomegranate tree. Yeah, she was really big and tall, but when she got in the ground, she became a little poo. But she gonna grow to be nice and big. Got that good pomegranate tree in there. Yes. So we're gonna go over here. She looking good. Gonna travel over here. I gotta get her in the ground as well. Zucchini plant. Gotta get her in the ground as soon as possible. This is a new tropical plant for my mom to go in the yard. Gonna come over here. Look what I got. Look what I am growing. And she's doing good. If you look inside, you can see her new leaves. Yes, this is a pineapple top that I cut off a pineapple from making smoothies. For the last, I say, month, me and my family has been doing a lot of fruit smoothies. Well, a lot of smoothies with fruits and vegetables. Look, we have a visitor. You can see him on the fence back there. See the cardinal? There you go, you can see him better. Like I told you, get a lot of visitors. And I just seen the hummingbird, and because I put a certain plant in my yard, now I have hummingbirds. But let's get back to the pineapple. So yeah, there's a pineapple tart from pineapple bought from the store, and it's growing, it's rooted, because all of this down here, that's all new. Okay, that's all new. So since we was talking about the hummingbird, here she go. This is what she came in the yard for. Yes, it is. You see her with yellow leaves. I transported her from one side of the yard, but when I bought her, she had fell, so she had a lot of shock. And then I planted her. I didn't break her up, her roots up from the pot. I just planted her in here, but I'm going to have to replant her because I think the water is sitting in the bottom of the container. It's not getting enough water flow, the water to leave off of the roots, and I believe it's sitting in stagnant water at the bottom, so I would have to go through, take her out, have my dad to re-drill some more holes. But that process will be filmed, so not only will I be learning how to do it and do it correctly, but I also will be sharing with the family on how to do it as well. So if you're growing a hibiscus plant, I'm growing it for the medicinal properties, for tea, for salves, for teas, for salves, and for oils. Okay, so when I work on her, when me and my little brother work on her, then y'all will be able to see what we do. Okay, she dropping flowers like crazy. It's a very beautiful plant. Smells very beautiful. So she dropped another flower. So I'll pick those up because we have some more on the table that came off yesterday. Okay, we're gonna take the camera down a little bit. We're gonna come to the tables, and I'm gonna explain to everything what's on the table and work that needs to be done that I'm gonna take y'all with me. This is just a walk through, and then the projects that need to be done in the garden, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. So this are my babies. So we're gonna come here to our bean plant. Got a little terrace on it. You can see we got some bean action going on. Now this plant would have been bigger. Yes, it is short, and yes, it's missing leaves. Yes, it's light. It's not as dark as it should be. I found out that I had a pest infestation on it due to it raining, and due to when I was watering the leaves at night and saturating the plant. And at night, the plant does not have enough time to fully dry out the leaves and the stem, so it will cause an infestation of it will be either bugs, like little bugs, and then some on here I got a spray. I got tea tree, I have some clove, I have some Dr. Bronner's castor soap, and we're going to take a little bit of peroxide. We're going to put that together and with some distilled water, and we're going to make a spray that'll be natural, that won't harm the plants but will stop the infestation of whatever comes. It will protect your plant. It will be able to grow, and from the butterflies and everything that's around your plants and them laying eggs or whatever, it will not affect your harvest. It won't affect your plant. If you don't have proper water drainage, and if it's just sitting, then you will can have root rot. And root rot, you can fix it if you catch it early by putting a little bit of peroxide and diluting it with water and putting it in there. It can save the plant. I did that before, and I was able to save a lot of my plants because they were sitting in a different spot in my yard. They were sitting over there, and they were directly in the sunlight, so for the majority of the day, so they didn't get a break, and they had kind of I moved them to there against the fence, and they were in the shade, but them being right under the trees, I end up having a lot of caterpillars and things of that nature on it. Okay, so let's get back. So that's the green bean. We got green bean plant and a pea plant. I planted maybe 3 of each one, and I got one of each plant. So I will be growing some more separately to plant in my garden. This was my trial grow, my just starting out. You know, you're gonna need to plant more than 1 or 2 plants, depending on your family and how much you are trying to grow. So we have some oregano here. We have another oregano here. We have rosemary right here. Isn't she pretty? Yes, in the first videos that I did, you seen in this container there was rosemary and there was lavender, but they couldn't be in the same one, and I didn't know that. Yes, my garden is a container garden. It's easy for me to maneuver, to move, for them to grow, for me a better control of growing, and I don't have to tear up the yard every time when I plant something. Okay, not yet. Your first is going to be trial and error until you get to the swing of things. And if you like to grow on the ground, you can have a raised garden bed, which I'm going to get some. So I'm going to take y'all on that. Y'all going to go on that journey with me, and it's going to be a great thing, because everything I'm learning, I'm sharing with the family, because it's not just for me, it's for we. Okay, much aloha. I miss you guys. I love you guys. So let's get back to the plants. We have a yellow bell pepper right here. She's doing good. She haven't started flowering yet, but she's about to. You can tell. We have some buds. Oh, I'm wrong. We have a bud, and as you can see, we have a little pepper. Okay, this was my lettuce and my kale. My kale got invaded by caterpillars and they ate it. So I will have to redo some kale, but I will not do it in the same bin as my lettuce. I have some new bins to do it in. So yes, so this is my lettuce so far. If it was in here by itself, it would be more. As you can see over here, it is hanging. It is hanging. I have to get a trellis, something for it like this, but a wooden one, smaller one. Over here we have jalapeno pepper, and we have another bell pepper. We got some growing going on. We have these right here, these beautiful long green blades here. Is lemongrass. Okay, it's lemongrass. Okay, I don't remember what those are, but the same thing happened. But as far as you can see, since I cut them down, the leaves, and cleaned them up and everything, I still have to treat them with the solution I was talking to y'all about. But you can see we're starting to grow new leaves, and that's the idea. And when you trim the infested leaves off, or dead leaves or whatever, you want to remove them. You don't want to leave them in the soil because you will re-infect your soil. You don't want to put them in your compost because you would infect the compost, and when you use that compost, you will infect your other plants. Okay, so we have another pepper here. We have a red bell pepper, and we have flowers, so we'll be having some fruit soon. Now this is my baby. I just got her not too long ago, and as you can see, I have a grape, but we have a grape bush over here. So we got a grape bush. I'm in the process. I had just put black mulch down, and then this is like straw. These are the containers that you do your seedlings in to pre-start growing them, but I needed that to put at the base so it will protect the few. Now yes, this one looks bad, right? I'm not gonna pick it off, I'm gonna leave it, right? But that will keep the moisture off the fruit that's hanging low. That will keep it dry. That will keep it protected, you know, and you don't have to worry about it being damp down there, getting overexposed to water, and then you have a problem. Okay, I just not too long ago just got, as you in the other videos, you did not see these metal tears in the video because I didn't have them. So since I didn't have them, they kind of mess with the growth of my plants, and I will show you when I get to the squash. So this is my tomato plant. Yes, the green things, tall green things are not a tomatoes. If you say green onions, you are correct. I have bought green onions at the store, the little white bulb at the bottom with the root I didn't throw away. I planted them and they grew. But this is my tomato tree. My tomato plant, excuse me. As you can see, I have a few tomatoes. They're getting pretty big. But I have one. She was the first one. But I'm gonna pick her. I think I'm gonna pick her some. Because she's soft, so I'm gonna pick her. It's time for her to come off. She's not firm anymore. These are my African daisies, I believe. And then this is another one. But both of these are I'm gonna use them for their medicinal purposes, along with the oregano and the lemongrass. Along with the grape leaves, gonna go for tea. So we're on to the squash plant. Just got this terrace of squash. I found out squash plants, they need a lot of air to flow through the flowers, through the leaves. If they don't, then they will start to dry out like this. They will start to dry out like that. That's due to overexposure to the sun, not having enough moisture, plant being dry. And then we have these white spots. That's like white mildew, they call it, or from flies. So I will be cutting those off. We also will be treating her. But as you can see, this is our first little squash. And it's doing really well. Want it off the ground, not where it can get damaged. And she's doing pretty good. Having squash blossoms, as you can see. We're gonna come here to some more herbs. This is our sweet mint. We gotta do a little trimming. So you're gonna have to trim the dead leaves off your plant because you want to stop the energy going towards that plant, and it can towards that leaf, and it can go towards the rest of the plant that needs the nutrients. We have sweet mint right here. She's so pretty. She's starting to bloom at the top. Then we have some purple basil, and she's doing so great in the sun. Look at her. She got her leaves out and about like it's nobody's business. That's the purple basil. We have some sweet basil, and as you can see, we have somebody over here that is enjoying this sweet basil. So we have to find our intruder and let them know that they cannot eat, but we are not killing anyone. This is my blueberry bush. This is going to be great for blueberry teas and all. I'm also going to see if I can make some wine or something. You know, it'll be trial and error, but when we get there, we'll get there. But it's just a thought that I've been having, and something fun we can create and do together. Okay, but this is my blueberry tree, my blueberry bush. You can see I have a few blueberries on there, some dark, and because I did not pick them when I got them, said I would let them stay on the plant, because when you have fruit, it's good to leave the first year on. Don't pick them, because then the next year it will make them sweeter. So don't plan on eating my blueberries this year, but next year, yes. They will be sweeter in abundance. As you can see, it is a real blueberry bush. Okay. This is some more jalapeno peppers and banana peppers. We're about to get some flowers. We are about to get some flower action going on. We have flowers over here. And so pretty. We have thyme back here. We have another bell pepper plant. Yes, you can see we got some flowers. We'll be producing some fruit soon. This is my baby. As far as you can see, pretty sure you know what that is. This is little okra plants. So pretty. They flowers are like cream and like raspberry at the base. They're so pretty. When I get another flower, I'm gonna catch it. As you can see this flower, this leaf, I'm gonna do some treatment for that. And then probably asking, why do I have that right there? Well, this bent when I was doing some work back here. I kind of bent the leaf, the stem, so I just have that holding it together. As so as it self heals itself, it will be able to it won't break, and I don't want to intervene like that. So, but I did make this, as you can see that it's self-made. This is my radishes. They didn't do too good. I had the same thing happening with my leaves, with caterpillars and everything like that. I cut it to see if they're going to regrow, because my radishes are doing good, to see if they're going to grow a new stem, a new leaf, see how they do. If it don't, I will have to restart my radishes. Like I said before at the beginning of this video, family, is all trial and error. It's all trial and error. Look at that. We about to get it popping. Pepper, pepper, pepper. So, for all the work that has to be done in a garden, we just gonna take this journey day by day and see how it goes. Like I said, it can be a very well transfer of communication between y'all and me and you. So I just thank y'all for stopping by. This is a journey that I'm experiencing with all of you. So you want to know, D, Miss D, what you been up to? What you been up to? I have been over here herbaling. Been herbaling, man. So I have a lot of things in store for you, family, for the channel, for YouTube, for YouTube job, for the nation. I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful. My testimony will be coming soon, because as far as you can see, yeah, I got that soul glow, baby. So yeah, so I'll be back. I ain't never left. Just been in the back of the classroom, but I ain't with nowhere, family. And as far as you can see, I've been planning, having things in motion, because it's all happening. It's all happening. It's all happening. Shabbat shalom, much ahab to you and yours. HaLal HaWah.